Honestly, missed a bit. They've been banning Mirage, which is wild to see for G2, a map that
nonsense
was great for them. But the other story on the other side is Heroic, who have had to rebuild completely. Not the same roster at all. They've removed so many planks from this ship. It is definitely a new one. The biggest of which being Cadian, and Kixan has been an amazing replacement, especially for how quickly he's been able to turn this into a working team.
Yeah, but it's been a beautiful maiden voyage so far. Big LAN for Heroic, I think already having exceeded everybody's expectations, and a victory today versus the returning champions. Wow, what a quick turnaround for a fully revamped roster. We do get that flank from Hooksy, who wasted no time going top middle. Little body block from Nico, but it's a full-blown exec coming through from Heroic. They want this A site under wraps. They want it quick, and Nico sending shots through smoke doesn't quite find his mark. m0NESY is not the same boat. He finds Shush's face. Hooksy's managed to get his flank into the corner. Oh, nice one from Hooksy. USP looking good, preoccupying 2 Ts, and that'll open the door for the rest of the G2 camp to start pushing on site. They go beyond it, into Crane, over towards Sandbags. Nikadaz looking to lock this off. We've got 2 stuck in front of him. Tesses, Nikadaz right back. Heroic flexing with the pistols.
Yeah, not bad. That's crushing. That's crushing right there. And love to see Nertz in this new lineup really take to the stage, and he has been, well, the group stage, not in front of the crowd just yet, but yelling like he's already in front of the crowd. It's been very fun to hear the banter, especially when he's playing against Vitality, calling them newbies and bots and stuff like that. I mean, he was basically just mirroring Apex, but then won, so it was like even funnier. But he has been a good energy on this team. And that's how it is at Kato with the Hall of Heroes. Smack talk back and forth. It's a consistent feature, a great thing to watch.
It's been nice to see Heroic find Vertigo as their home for quite some time. You know, again, well, I say quite some time, like this isn't a brand new team. That victory over Apex and Vitality definitely boosts the confidence. It's been awesome to see Shush's performance, and I think Tesses too, because me personally, you know, in that short period where Tesses was the in-game leader, he fell off immensely. I was worried that was him without Cadian, but put it in Kixan's hands and Tesses good to go. Quickly skating into the B site. We get Shush headhunting. No frags barring the first. There we go. Vision found. Little Dink comes back at him. 5-7 connects from Hunter, who has also showed us a necessary improvement because his CS2 stats have been abysmal. Nice flank, wrapping it around. Shush trades back, 2v1 versus m0NESY. He's out from green, and Tesses all this time has been creeping up behind him.
Oh, well, he just has to delay now. Nothing to peek for. m0NESY's worried about
he can sense it.
Running it back to the other side of the map, I think. I don't know if he's worried about necessarily.
Yeah, he can feel it. He's got an inkling. He's got a second. On for the ace. m0NESY, this would be amazing. This would be his answer back. In all that chaos, in all that carnage. Looking for his second kill. m0NESY back in, jumping over, doesn't see the guy. Knows exactly where he's at. He's got himself the chance. Oh, but it just gets away. Just gets away.
That's incredible game sense, man. I thought, well, of course, Shush could have left to the other side of the map, but in that time where he had nothing to look for, he was just worried enough to find that 4th frag. And obviously, it comes down to a 1v1 with enough HP, but Shush is a guy who has been so consistently good lately and posting his highest ratings basically ever. And honestly, I was watching a lot of his Heroics games when they first formed the lineup to see if they would make it through the RMR. Watching Shush demos, he has been playing on another level. Like, he was already unleashed. And I know on Heroic, it feels like you could be unleashed in the first place, playing under Cadian. He's not the kind of guy to hold you back. But I think he's jumping at the challenge of having to prove it again with the new team in a way that we want to see. You know, he's a guy with a very reserved personality. And so it's all about his actions, not his interviews. So it's good to see that fire from Shush right now.
Of all the pieces of the Cadian's Heroic, I was worried that he would be the one that kind of gets left behind. You know, may have been the siphon of the situation. Okay. Flying Hooksy. Yeah, just offsets crosshair. No issue for Tesses. All is good there. Because sometimes it's, you know, it is the quieter ones that just get left behind. They're not making a name for themselves. They're not leaving big impressions despite their contributions in the server.
They don't network hard enough to keep the opportunities open, You
know, but I think Shush and TSS were both faced with a reality as kind of Heroic dissolved around them. You know, you get two of your teammates leaving for the biggest Danish organization in Astralis, the Stars signing. You get Cadian, who leaves for a completely different project as, again, kind of the leader of a pack. And you think to yourself, as a smaller esports organization and the two guys that kind of just get left in the dust, what's next for us? They look around and they've got to just, you know, they've got to plug the holes in the ship before it sinks.
They've got to trust that their org makes good signings happen, you know, and I think they spent money on Kicksan. Again, I heard it was like 600,000 or something, a lot of money. And they just needed to get somebody, but that was definitely worth it. Whatever they spent on him, it makes perfect sense. And we can see it's just the most important part of every team is having that. If you can get an IGL that can potentially be S tier one day, that's essentially what you're looking for. And very few people can be a prospect. You know, Shuhei and Kicksan are the only two you can think of in recent memory. Here's a first kill. Nico goes down. So 4 to start out. And Heroic already have such a big edge, they can chill.
Oh, nice headshots from Hooksy. Very quick time to kill on that one. That'll cool things off for Heroic. Back to the 4v4. Moving the smoke over. Yeah, poor Shush has got to give up his position. Getting zoned by the utility, and Nexa's coming swinging at this. They knew that they had burned him into the corner. If he was there, it had to be that spot, but Shush still fights back. Missed Molly, not ideal. Would have loved to have continued to disrupt that B site, as it does preoccupy 2 of the remaining 3 G2 players. The third being Monacy deep on A. But even with the Buns Molly, it's still, they move over.
Full map control, right? Like they have top corner ramp control on A. They already cleared out the bottom of B. They punish another push. So it's just about G2. They're moving blindly to see if they can catch some luck.
Nice flash. Hunter's going to be able to manage the first one. Monacy in the pocket. We've seen such great things from his op. Averaging 30 kills. Ooh. Crosses over. Careful. You gotta be cautious giving him chances, but nope, none of those shots land. Reload needed. We've got 2 of the T's leaning back on ramp. But Nikadaz is indeed stranded. Nikadaz's been playing very well with rifles, not just the op lately. So it's nice to see him have that depth. G2 aren't going to take the chance. They want to hang on to the weapons they have, conceding a 4th straight to the T side.
Yeah. Nikadaz is somebody who I think in the long term, he just needs to, he's too inconsistent, right? Like he's so good on the high end, but like his floor is just crazy. Some games he just disappears, so he needs to like pick it up because he really can have big moments. Super good on clutches, really hard op shots he can hit. You know, very aware opper, just needs to pick it up on the lower end of things, and well, then Heroic have such a solid composition. Like, I don't really know. There's not too much I would improve about Shush, and so far for Kicksan, I would say keep going in the same direction. For TSS, I'd be like, man, there's some games I remember you choking, getting a little nervous. That's something I would say for him. For Nikadaz, I'd be like, it's your skill floor for the hard shots being missed or whatever the case may be. And for Nerds, again, keep going in the same direction. He also had a couple games maybe where he choked last year, but Rookie of the Year 2023, massive output, doing great right here in Kato. So for the most part, man, like after what happened in this winter season with the amount of like insane, like with Falcons appearing and then so many teams sort of suffering because of it, and then all these roster moves happening, there were teams that could have completely fallen through. We got Ents playing for a semi-final spot right now.
Yeah, right, we do.
A Heroic are literally here playing for the Spodek as well. 2 teams that could have easily not made it, and they would have had every excuse in the world. So credit to them, they've done an amazing job.
Shout out not to. Always thriving. Always stressed.
Yeah.
But always winning.
Yeah. I was very happy for him, man.
He's a good man. Deserves great things. Heroic 4-0. A ramp. It's got Tessus on it. So much pressure from the util, though. He's not sure if there's about to be a swing behind all this. We saw the rumblings of Heroic kind of pressing into B last round where Shush got attacked, survived it, and then they all just left. But they definitely sensed an opening coming through. Kixan lining up the right side generator smoke, while Shush goes for the boost. Now, nobody in sight. Nobody back quad, just Nexa on generator. And between the two defenders here, very little util. Molly at a smoke.
I don't like playing retake. The setup they're playing retake, they only have one smoke to work with, so.
There goes the Molly that's meant to hold them back, but Shush tries to route through it, takes a bit of damage. It's a smoke grenade to bounce off Shush's forehead, but at least the CT doesn't die with it in hand. T's do manage to get onto bomb site. If anybody extends to the scaffold, Nexa's meant to drop him. Hooksy flies over smoke, and it gets traded immediately out from Nertz. And Nertz has been a monster as of late. Can lock this in as Shush just continues to play press. Nexa, nice headshot, comes through with a double. Nertz is looking for the multi-frag now, needs it. We get this big pack of CTs moving past the gen.
No more smoke.
And they're so layered that they could line up. Nika Dawes looks to draw them out. He takes a headshot. It's still going to fall on Nertz. He's been found out and dealt with, and this retake is excellent.
Yeah, they just easy, hard-bodied right there as they walked in and killed every single person without losing a trade. So, like, all right, that's good. A good sign for G2 that they start out fragging here in the round with just really good spacing and timings. Had to be the kill. Denied every shot. Slowly made their way in. Clean ones from Nexa.
You know, Nexa finds himself in a particularly difficult spot because, again, Katowice was JKS's best event. Back-to-back.
Yeah, G2's two biggest achievements last year were Kato and Cologne. So,
big shoes to fill. Wow, gets away. Hunter had a marked improvement in the first best of 3 today. Remember, both these teams already a BO3 deep. And we needed something from Hunter. The last time these teams locked horns earlier this week, it was all Monacy. That was 2 maps in overtime before the blowout decider. Lots to prepare for in recent game tape. Taz has been busy.
the ramp re-aggro, they know it's coming. It's just coming all the time right now. So,
wow,
they still win. Nice one, Nico.
Saw the advantage, Nico. He's got 2 already, then that short peek comes in perfectly. Him and Hunter combine wonderfully. Shush is the only man to survive the attack. Into the 1v4, low HP on the fallback. Nico will escape to the bomb site. He's got support behind him. Quick little chase from Shush. Being poked at. He sees all 3.
Yeah, all 3 right now, but
he's got the bomb and all the info. Nico cutting off his exit, but timing works out. Where are you going to go?
Now Shush knows he can't simply go plant.
He'll float around just in case they do decide to chase him for his gun, and this is going to be G2 with a second.
Yeah, a nice double right there from Nico. I thought he got a kill the other round, no? I guess not. First 2 of the rounds, or first 2 of the map here for Nico, and they were very clean. They needed that. Yeah, right now, the meta, it's like getting a little ugly on Vertigo in terms of it's going back to like 2020 Vertigo and CSGO before people really figured out ramp control, and that was ramp re-aggressions all the time. People have been oscillating between either going for deep ramp control or doing the re-aggros and nothing in between. I think Vertigo actually did get to kind of an okay place in CSGO, and then it switched over, and now we're sort of like regressing a bit. This is obviously just a high volatility push to make, this like long headshot angle. Of course, when you're aim sharp like that, it looks really, really solid. But we are going to see the T's waiting for it at the top of ramp, and the CT's going for it in one way or the other. But it's well executed here from G2 with the complementary short push on top of Nico coming in with his crouch slide. And G2 will grab a second round. Full buys here for both teams. Looking very healthy.
Looking at that B side again. Pressure for Hunter, but he does lock in behind pillar. Last time he had two teammates top ramp to distract for him. While those smokes are up, sends a few bullets down and ends up losing 70 health for his efforts.
Stares at his own blood on the wall. But can be happy he lived.
True. Kicksand slides up. Almost catching one top sight. Little chip damage here done to a couple. Monacy looking for his.
Oh my God, what?
Little mini flick.
I did not even see that flick, man. Oh.
But no coverage. Smoke grenades leaves Hunter on the other side of that wall. Nico chews through Nerds on his approach. Man advantage for G2, 50 seconds. Bomb gets picked back up, but soon these smokes will fade, and the T's don't have anything to replenish them. TSS looking to get something with this cheesy angle. Shush locked in along the wall, but it would require some kind of forward movement here from G2, and that's not something they have to throw at them.
Oh.
They're thinking about it, but again, it's super deep. TSS, at least good for the one. A spot that sometimes goes down empty-handed, makes the best of it. But still, man advantage. And Odyssey peeks right into the angle Shush held.
No.
He's here to close it. The Opper is online.
Man, that's the flash, baby. Monacy, the flash. That was such a... That first shot with the scope, he was scoped in. I didn't see it move at all, but that was clearly a flick because it was a wall bang, and it was to the head. And it was lightning quick, baby. Like, that's on slow-mo.
TSS very much locked into that position. There's never any fighting out of there. You know, I feel like that's a spot. If you get one, that's the best case scenario. Ooh, damn. Shush with the deagle up into B. Dives down.
Oh, it was very safe of him. He actually had an inkling there might be someone else there.
Meanwhile, Monacy picks up Nerds. Yikes, Tech9 almost finding Hunter. His job has not been easy on this ramp, but hell, he's alive and that's what matters. Deagle peek out at Kixon, gets nothing. That's going to indicate another T at the base of B. So if anyone's catching somebody off guard, it may be Nikadaz.
I wonder if this is going to be a game where the reports of Hunter's decline have been exaggerated. We'll see, because he has a chance to at least save them to get into Spodek. Yes, he has been struggling for sure. But this is the key game, ultimately, at this point.
I mean, so was Sankaya.
Oh, wow, what?
Good trade back from Hunter. Nikadaz got that D in him.
Oh.
You know, Hunter can struggle as long as G2 still make it, because Sunpius was in the bottom 10 rated players ahead of that matchup yesterday. And versus Complexity, and now he's online, and look at them go. Running through Navi in that second map. Shush got a bomb plant and the opening kill of this round, so he's got something to be proud of, but what more is in store for us? Shush hitting the deagle shots.
Oh, man.
A little too much to ask. Drive-by wide swing out from elevator.
Yeah, he's scary right now, man.
He wants it.
Yeah, and I got that opening kill. Knew there might have been a second guy, fell off, came back later in the round, maybe came close to pulling off a magical clutch, but for G2 overall, they just survive a tough anti-eco here. There were some great shots being hit, but they still won their important fights. It's our first time casting G2 at Kato, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, we haven't caught them, so yeah, but yeah, definitely seen some of the box scores, definitely seen Hunter's issues.
I think so.
Seen Monacy's highlights.
The week's been a blur, my friend.
Yeah.
Next to drop it down base of B. That's early control from the B setup. All right. Careful, careful. Monacy's hunting.
This is the guy to watch.
Continue to push himself against the ramp.
He's just the guy to watch these days.
I mean, we saw Donk earlier on taking on FaZe and just putting forward this world-class performance. So for sure, a player like Monacy's looking to leave his mark. You know, you can't let all the hype fall in the hands of one man.
Yeah. No, it's got to be a 50-50 split, right? Monacy, like...
Feels like what it's all building up to.
Yes, for sure.
Zywoo's not going to stop him.
Was very curious. Yeah, we'll get a chance to see that.
FaZe couldn't do it. Maybe Glaive will have to. They walk away. All that utility, and they just leave the B play. TSS has been waiting around for somebody to press against him, but counter-terrorists happy to lean on a solo A hold in Nico. That's somebody else whose improvements were notable this morning and demanded. Molotov to displace him. He throws his firebomb right back. We've got the Opper by him.
They can't even plant.
It's going to be a desperate crossover. Molotov as well for the bomb plant.
He's in the smoke.
It gets and he gets there. But he comes running through. The chase from Kixan. It's on. Nico trades back. TSS 1v3 queued up. Bomb no longer covered. Tap's going to elicit the peak. TSS comes in, and down he goes. The hands of Nico, who makes sure that A does not fall, despite Kixan's best efforts to get weird with it.
You know what's sick about that? It's like Kixan, he could have been a man right there that was just grateful he survived one more day. But instead, what he was thinking was, okay, I'm hearing you lose all your ammo. I'm about to kill you in a second. Okay, not only am I going to put this bomb down, I'm coming through the smoke. And the guy behind the smoke's thinking, I'll just have to reload and my teammate's going to help me out. Kixan, runs to the smoke.
Like a shackled beast. Yeah, finally, he breaks through off the bomb plant. Goes berserk.
Yeah, he's a good player. And that's the other cool thing, is not just a good IGL, he's a good player. Killer instinct.
In-game leaders lately have all been playing well. Kerrigan had a good series. Chopper had a good series. Kixan's having a good series. Glaive is a beast.
Best of the bunch.
The hell is going on? Hooksy, how you doing? He's okay. he's he's okay. Honestly, a missed shot on the approach to the B hit. Just been pretty damn adamant about getting into this positioning.
He's good at it too. He doesn't die.
There's Hooksy. We knock, he answers. TSS is going to find zero resistance here. It's Nico and Hunter pressed along the yellow wall.
Let's see if this angle works out. Oh
damn
my
right it does.
God, that clear
both sides.
Was beautiful. That clear was so good.
Shush has managed to get up to the B site. A has fallen. Quick attack right back from Hooksy, his second frag of the round. Monacy right back in. You thought you had A, but it's been taken back. Nexa, he's going to be stuck on green. Prying against the smoke is Shush, calling for Kixan to bring that bomb up and just try to get it in. If they can give themselves a post plant that can stave off the retake, maybe. Double smoke. Monacy not missing. 11 and 4.
Oh, Monacy!
12.
What does the monster see? Another flash of brilliance, man. Swear to God, every time he scopes in.
We never see coaches yelling at the other team. Is this Taz meta?
That makes sense. That makes sense considering who the man was on Virtus Pro. He was the original antagonizer of the Tier 1 scene. Oh, man, you weren't even watching back then, man. Prime Taz in Katowice when he won in 2014. He had a quote. He literally said, I have to decide before I enter the match how much energy I want to use playing the game and how much I want to use yelling at my opponents.
Dude, bring it back.
Yeah.
Trash talking coach meta. Something we didn't know we needed. Man, we've had all these like stoic nice guys. Give me the barbarians. Met by resistance. CT is throwing themselves down the stairs. Nerds had a chance there. Hunter able to get back into spawn. And it feels like while Hunter has had these struggles as of late, he is just basically juggling, trying to hang on, trying to survive. It's one thing not to play well, it's another thing to be a liability. And as long as he's alive, even if he almost gets clipped by Nerds here, he maintains control of middle, and G2 hold 5v5.
Heroic have the right nades. They have time. They have this space here to pull this X-Egg off. They can pull Modesty back. They got the flashes.
Oh! He is the flash. But he gets deleted by Nertz. Nico has wrapped around Tarp. Ramp player not looking. Nico's going to respond. We've got one locked into the sandbags, and that's the trade frag back for Heroic to get man advantage in the post. 2 players to lean back on short. Hooksy and Nexa with a decision to make. Money is not the best here for the G2 camp. That op, tantalizing. Yes, sir, it is to be saved. Heroic will post a 5th on this T side going into the last round of the half.
That's such a good call, man. They have a way to do the low, like a low lift A exec, basically. Low telegraph as well, just wall smokes explode up the ramp. Very safe, based on what we saw. The setup was good, 45 seconds, timing was good. Yeah, I really like the way Kixan calls this game, honestly. It's always very pragmatic, the call. Just enough, never too much. And all the fraggers on his team feel very comfortable as well. Close game, man. No telling who's going to win this one in the end.
Yeah, it's 4 pieces around Kixan that have all stepped up at times. Just seeing character from Nertz too, trash talking as he dispatched a Vitality. It's the beauty of the setup here in the Hall of Heroes. That fog glass goes down. You see your victims, you let them know. Smoke almost dissipated there for Modesty to get an angle, but as he peels back, he reacts into Tesses.
This is his like signature position on that corner of the ramp, but falling back now, and actually Nikodas very fast tempo.
Right, that could have caught him.
They're not respecting the potential for the op. This is a good play.
We saw Modesty just crossing back in the open. He is thinking about coming back into A. Nico's working with 16 health. Molly on his feet.
Do that.
Ooh, 7 health shaved off Nico. He's barely standing. Frag grenade will drop him. Modesty looking for the planter. Misses the flick. It was a chance to pull it back, but they gave this opening to Heroic. Kixan calling to just slip into that one little window, the window of opportunity to try and force this tie. A T side that looks to break even. And they will wait for those smokes to fade.
The way they found this timing is nuts.
A 4-0 start for Heroic, answered wonderfully back by G2. Nertz looking for the headshots. Here we go, boys. It's a brawl to end the half. And it's Nertz down. Hunter gets a double. Tries to charge in. Took too long. Bomb's gonna pop. Nothing they can do about that.
The sun went down, I made my home. I rested my head on a stone. I see the stairway in front of me. Who is this being in my dream? I was tripping, uneducated, buzzing, riding the wave, spaced out. I left the room, came back again, it's almost noon. A sea of people, their hearts beat, they saw the sounds, witness increase. They're impatient, couldn't take the weight, and after 40 days, they met their graves. From when a new generation rises, the truth in their hearts reside. From the east to the western lights, they'll rise up and claim their right. It's in the stars, my friend, look up again. I don't wanna be alone tonight in this darkness. There's a million shining stars, but it's divine, not higher, not higher. They keep on selling us dreams, dreams. This is the energy all around us, all around us, all around us.
And so a top-heavy performance from G2's Monacy, 6-0 in opening kills. Only 3 opening kills actually for Heroic, yet they post 6 rounds in that first half. It started strong, 4-0 off the pistol. They had to work for it, but they did squeeze a couple more to the scoreboard before switching over to the defense. It's their map pick at a map that they have won over Vitality on this unexpected run, 1 step away from the Spodek.
1 step away. The last day of qualifications here.
All you have to do is step over the returning champs, and Shush doesn't seem to have a problem with that. Off the flashbang, they're going to try creasing in. Shush gets 3. Already with it, USP stopping them in their tracks. Hooksy's looking for some kind of a response. It's him and Nico against the entirety of Heroic. 4 remain. Insta-gush. That works well. 2 insta-gush like that. Oh, what the hell is happening? Nico with a double kill. They have set up Hooksy in a super winnable situation, but the wide swing out of Nertz's Berettas puts Heroic in the lead.
Every single one of them got headshotted. That's nuts, man. They were handing him out. But good swings from Heroic. The fact that Heroic can just be like even keeping up with these teams, not only looking like just as good as them, as if they have been together for an entire year or something, is so outrageous. Wow, man. You can really see how Kixan has played in a major semifinal.
Kixan got that killer instinct in his eyes.
He does. He has it.
Heroic step forward 7-6. Nertz takes a dink to the face. Doesn't even flinch. Shush is always on this angle, man. He's always on it, but there's not much you can do.
Yeah.
You come around, you dink him, he's gone.
Yeah, I mean, you can get, like, if it's rifles, you get sprayed down through that wall after you get that shot off, or you get insta-traded. It's definitely, yeah, I don't know.
He's always
just
up there.
He's just so good at this side of the map that, like, I almost don't question anything he does.
Yep. No, if you want to learn how to play B-side Vertigo, T or CT side, just be watching Shush demos.
For sure, yeah.
Especially because he does it alone so frequently. It's not like you really need a teammate to learn with you.
Just another lonely anchor.
Ooh, nice shot from Monacy. That'll sit him down. Gonna boost Nex up. If they can get a bomb plant, won't be half bad. Ooh, they did it wrong. Wrong. It'll cost them. Makes it down to 2 HP. Bomb plant impossible. He just wants something. And they'll give him something. Something to think about. They'll sit him down as well. 8-6. Heroic converting.
CT side, good start.
Bro, they're playing like they belong here.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's good. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Like, that's exactly right.
And who are we to say they don't? You look, top to bottom, the accolades of this team across 2023, right? Together, coming together this fast is what really catches us off guard. But I mean, all the playoff runs of TeSS and Shush. Nikadaz a year prior with the Copenhagen Flames. Nertz and Ensign 23 looked great. Kixan, major semifinal. You can't deny that.
Yeah.
Elusive trophies for most of the camp.
No, I mean, like, compared to G2, it's like, it shouldn't be, obviously. Shouldn't be close, but like, what we've got is just a great game, because...
Monacy, flustered, Thomas, wide swing. Heroic love coming down for this A ramp control. Something that's really coming back
my God.
into the play is just slamming your way down that ramp. And, well, we see it kick off with a 5v3, but Nexa and Hooksy have got themselves an answer. You lose Monacy and Nico on one hand, but you get Hooksy and Nexa to respond.
Oh my.
The two of them taking this mid half of the map by storm. And now things get stringy. CT's pulled apart. Bomb in eyes of Hooksy, sits upon it. But he doesn't know how far those ramp players could have pushed. You'll retrieve it. Oh, we're going to get weird. There are T's between CTs, between T's.
It is timing city now.
And there's time of the essence, 20 seconds on the clock.
And the site is picked, it's correct. And Katowice can hear him, but this is a free bait.
There we go. All right, timings all work out for G2.
Wow, amazing. That
3v5.
Hooksy and Nexa literally fragged their way out of that. Like, they had, it was kind of like a pre-fire map. They went through, they threw their nades down. They said, we're pathing in through spawn. Every single place they checked where there was a CT standing, they got knocked down, headshot, instantly. Out-fragged.
Out-fragged by who?
Nexa and Hooksy.
Can you believe it? Big round for them to offer something. You know, Monacy and Nico go down, look over and hope, please. Please. And sure enough, they pull it off.
Yeah.
Clean kills in middle, not to mention the double up by Nexa. Ends up getting 3 in the round with the flank on CT, but these ones in middle, that reaction there, that's the big one. Killing Shush, you know, you're basically clearing out the B site with that.
Yeah, this is crazy. Well, that's some good stuff.
Cheeky 3v5.
Yeah, you know, Taz wants to be in the Spodek too. Oh man, as a coach, his first time. What a treat that would be after coming in for just a Blast World final at the end of last year for G2. Sort of. Into Kato.
Honestly finds Katowice to start. Nexa looking for a different angle. They hear that movement.
Whoa, that round really crushed the economy. Eh?
Yeah, it did. Set him up perfectly. And not to mention, they open up with 2 kills. So the economy's crushed and the player's getting bodied. Shush perched again. Whole pack coming at him. Always good for 1.
He's always up there.
Nearly nails the second. He'll put the smoke down. He's being pinched, but he still delivers. Nertz is able to slide out off of that moment because of the distraction served by Shush. Nexa, a closer. Opened up middle last round, shuts it down this time. 8 each.
Not all heroes wear capes. That's a nice one, Nexa. And Shush, wow, he does something real magical right there. At like finds basically the impossible second kill, and still, after a trade beyond him, they still don't win.
Wow, we didn't see that. This is how the round starts.
Yeah, that was on the other side of the map. That's this middle presence that worked out so well, but now Heroic are just dead broke. This is crazy. These 2 rounds that G2 won could dictate the outcome of this map. Here's one to try to build up a little bit of money, make things really rough for Heroic.
It's the bottom of that G2 scoreboard that has come to resurgence in these last couple rounds, leaving a mark on the Heroic camp just when it felt like this game was tight. G2 served up a golden opportunity to pull ahead, and Hooksy beyond the yellow tarps. Now he can have all of short for free, but there are 5 players waiting on the other side of this. And G2 are being slowly pulled forward. It's just USPs. It shouldn't be a problem. Rifles start to collapse in on the ramp. They know exactly where the last 2 are. It's all good. G2, nice and slow. Guarantee that 9-8 lead.
Let's fucking go. Good call. Good fucking call.
Good call, says Taz. Happy and supportive. Must be tough being the coach. For once being out of control of the situation for the most part. Trust your soldiers to go forward. And this full buy win, well, if G2 get it, could be 4 straight with 10 and another eco on the other side of it. Pot of gold right there for this attacking team on the comeback. Heroic, on the other hand, maybe desperately now need to stop this from happening. No more X Factor rounds if they want to survive Vertigo.
That's an unannounced pack of players sat on B.
Oh, playing full retake for the moment on.
And Shush uncharacteristically leaning back, and that space is where Hunter comes through with the opening.
Uh-oh, but they know no one's quad. Yeah, free excuse to scale, in my opinion. They're gonna run in.
They will. They'll take that chance with both hands. Grenade opens the smoke. They won't see Nerds. Molotov to disrupt him. It's Nico to make the difference here. Man advantage in the hands of G2, gunning for the double digits. If he peeks left, TeSS ready for him. But Nico's looking stoic, and Heroic looking broke.
Ooh.
Save is on their minds. They concede it. They find that space on the B site with Shush and Nerds leaning a little too far back. It's timing with a whole pack of players. If there's 1 or 2 there, maybe they don't scale, but everybody in position, Mo, damn, they just run it down.
I don't know why why Shush took that fight the way he did. If there was no nades, when he had Nerds right behind him, they could have double swung on the stairs at the same time. But maybe there was a flash, it just didn't work. I'm not sure. But either way, unfortunately for Shush, who has had such a great game, that kill means G2 gets 10 rounds, and now they're in an amazing spot. But small silver linings that Heroic saved 3 players, so it's not a full win just yet here for G2. There will not be a save now for Heroic. They'll have something to fight with.
Hunter popping up. You know, that duel could have gone both ways. It's not the cleanest shots from Hunter, but there's just no answer out of Shush. And Nerds just gets beamed by Nico. We needed a better version of Nico to play alongside Monacy here in Katowice. Both the Kovac offering improvements as today's gone on. Heroic facing a stressful situation now. This pause is going to come to a close, trailing by 2 and still limited financially. Grenades are not fantastic. It is a 5-7 for Shush to try and continue to hold this B site as adamantly as he has. And we've got lots of numbers early on heading towards the ramp. There's no requirement for G2 to respect this round from Heroic. Carpet bombing the sandbags. There's nothing there to be found. It's a defense that sits in sight, but it's a defense that's barely here. TeSS alone, hoping to cause problems with utility. It will stave things off, but does he get support? Does it come fast enough?
They're at the same juncture in the round as Heroic could find themselves in. Top of the ramp with control, waiting to exec. And the CTs don't have enough.
They're starting to move, starting to press at the B site, looking for some kind of contact. And when the consistency of G2's presence over there, this is their opportunity to move things over. They're scrambling for the A-hold. They want to get ahead of any exec, but it's Monacy nearly peeks in. Nikodot splattered again. TeSS responds just to 1. Nico as well. It's a single frag, and it's a defense that just gets outnaded. Luckily they press. Kicks in on the edge of the smoke, losing health, losing his life, but his teammates fight on. Hunter again. 17 frags on the trot.
It's another one for the streak. G2 with 11. Wow, Hunter with that 1v2. That feels like it's just a mid-round moment. There's going to be more players to trade, but no, there isn't. That is such a ridiculous way for all the material to be thinned down. All these fights, no bomb plant. Just engagements all the way to the end.
Love that, man. Both teams figuring out what's going on at the same moment. Both teams throwing 10 bodies into that A site. Both teams locking horns, hitting headshots, and it's a spray down from Hunter at a critical point in his G2 tenure to give his org 11. But Heroic still have cash. which means Heroic still have hope. Hell, this buy looking even better than the last. Poor Nikadoz as well, completely outclassed so far in this map. Gets smashed wide open by Monacy. Smokes around, but a gap here for the young Op to keep scouring sight. In between the smokes, he hunts. They're gonna open that. Oh, he hits him. TeSS lucky to be alive.
Oof, that's big damage.
All the while, back towards mid again. This combination of Hooksy and Nexa has hit so hard.
Oh my God, yeah, that's true. What a combo they've been. The two IGLs.
Taking it into their own hands, and right now that is going to frazzle this B defense. They are so concerned about getting split that Shush goes aggressive, and he'll find Hunter, who is working on his own, posted on the stairs, dead to rights. 4v4 right back. And with a deep smoke, Shush will continue on. Clearing this out, but unbeknownst to him, not one, two more T's on the other side of this wall. Bomb included. Shush is in a huge position here, and if there's been one player on the B site that you can bank on, it has to be Shush. Sitting inside his own smoke. He gets it over Nico, but he will not escape. Monacy was ready for the trade frag. Nexa's been still cooking towards mid, but working with only 9 health. And Nertz wants to throw himself at A. This is an all-in A defense from Heroic at 20 seconds. And Nexa, he slid so far
He
up
got the one in the back first.
How does he do it again and again? The impact in middle is immense. Can Nikadoz do anything? They're coming at him, but a missed shot spells disaster. 12 for G2.
Every round harder than the last, and they're still finding a way out consistently. One from closing now and making it look halfway like a stomp. This was such a close game from beginning to end. Even these last few rounds, Heroic could have won each and every single one of them.
Nexa is just leaving his name on the middle of this map.
Let's fucking go. What the fuck?
My thoughts exactly, Taz. Hooksy right back into the action. They've got blood in the water. They got Heroic against the ropes. Heroic changing up their map pick and maybe paying the cost. Monacy, though, caught out by TeSS over the fire. Heroic with a 4v3 and a chance to continue this press top mid. Nertz looks to be the killer of round 21. Missed jump from Nico.
Oh my God.
They really got to work on that boost.
Yeah, no CT op to work with here for the CT side, but Nertz on a flank, he's pushed through, split through, right through the defense. Catches a good timing too. Oh, not only does he see one, but he sees where he's going.
Yeah, this is a wrap. He's going to see all 3 players with TeSS on the other end. It's a crunch. It's a close.
Okay.
Heroic, 3 more.
Finally, a waft of luck here for Heroic. Things go right for once, and a good couple of pickoffs both on A and B at the same time. And Shush does put up another good one. There was a point at which it felt like Heroic were going to close. But because they're playing so close all the way through to the end, and G2 has this 3-round lead, it feels like Heroic, they could lose at any second now.
Oh, but they've opened up again.
Yep.
2 rounds where Monacy is not going to have any chance to leave impact. Nertz is flying off the handle right now. 20 kills on the map. Looking for more down the ramp. Shots a little off. Hooksy takes some damage, tries to chase, and that's going to be his end. TeSS lays down the law, followed by the fire. Nico on response, clears Nertz.
Oh my God.
Spots sandbags. That's 2 more players known, and one of them locked in. And you've got Nico getting closer. Flashes to get him out, but Nico don't give no damn. looking for more as well here. Headhunting, tapping towards the player's site. He's got them locked in while Shush does his thing. Hunter gets the trade.
And
it's the Kovac. The Kovac on both sides of the maps, operating independently, planting bomb without support. It goes down, and the gun is empty.
Oh my god, Hunter stays alive.
4 health, underhand flash. Tess presses in. Frag grenade beneath them. Hunter over top. CT creeping down beneath. And Hunter holds with Nico right here with him. Tetris peek, that's it. That's the close. It's the Kovac side by side.